Swinging the pendulum, breaking generational cycles. We all strive to break negative patterns, often in an attempt to avoid repeating our parents' mistakes by either overcorrecting or rebelling against their ways, causing us to swing the pendulum in the opposite direction. However, true liberation comes from acceptance, not avoidance. Trying to escape our past, including our heritage, is futile. It's like trying to run from ourselves, which is an impossible feat. Resistance to becoming like our parents only invites more obstacles and perpetuates the cycle of self-sabotage. This ineffective coping strategy mirrors Newton's cradle, where the swinging sphere repeats its motion upon impact. Rewriting our genetic blueprint. Thankfully, genetic recoding offers a solution. Instead of reliving our parents' mistakes, we can recode our genetic patterns through epigenetic healing. We don't need to repeat their mistakes to learn personal lessons. Accepting and making peace with who they are leads to inner peace, liberating us from the pendulum effect. Establishing a healthy balance. On the path to self-improvement, it's essential to acknowledge our inherited tendencies and learn from them rather than resist or reject these beliefs and behaviors. By understanding and reshaping how our genes are expressed, we can strike a healthy balance, honoring our parents' strengths while consciously breaking free from their limitations. To truly break free from negative patterns, we must cultivate acceptance and awareness, making peace with our inherited beliefs and behaviors. This process allows us to embrace our authentic selves, fostering personal growth and fulfillment, while setting the foundation for lasting success and happiness. Recognizing these patterns begins with understanding our epigenetic influences, the unseen forces shaping our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors across generations. Static perceptions. Many of our perceptions are static, shaping our reality in ways we don't realize that can subsequently lead to undesirable outcomes. For example, we may unconsciously attract partners with similar negative behaviors, perpetuating unhealthy relationship cycles. Clearing distorted beliefs and reframing perceptions is crucial for lasting change. The PANACEA system, unlocking your potential. The PANACEA system provides a fast track to generational healing, addressing soul blocks and subconscious barriers. By balancing the universal principle of giving and receiving, we open pathways to success in relationships, career, health, and finances. Throughout this course, we'll delve into fundamental principles. As a holistic psychology practitioner trained in genetic recoding, you'll gain access to powerful tools, including workbooks, therapeutic exercises, mentorship, and retreats. These tools will not only educate and liberate you, but also empower you to retrain your mind and elevate your professional potential. Healing ancestral lineage. Generational healing is essential for removing inherited negative genes and beliefs. Healing our ancestral lineage clears inherited limitations, allowing us to reclaim our authentic selves and operate from a higher state of consciousness. If every person completed their generational healing, we would only need to clear the negative genes and beliefs we inherited from our parents. Regretfully, however, few people complete their soul work, let alone heal their ancestral line, so it may require some of us to apply this framework to our grandparents and several more generations back. Trauma impacts multiple generations. Research confirms that traumatic experiences impact multiple generations, increasing susceptibility to PTSD and other inherited struggles. According to Jablonka and Raz, 2009, biological heredity can impact us for 4 or more generations, influencing psycho-emotional transmission, susceptibility to diseases, and inherited behavioral patterns. Studies also show a strong correlation between parental PTSD and its effects on offspring, with trauma increasing the likelihood of its transference across generations. Kellerman, Hong, and Efforth, 2015, Neuner et al. Addressing these patterns allows us to break free from inherited cycles and reclaim our well-being. Tracing the origin. To break the negative chain of epigenetic transmission, we must trace its origins and address the root cause. We can't really know who we are until we know where we've been. True self-awareness begins with understanding where we come from. So let's consider our personal history, as it is deeply intertwined with the experiences of our ancestors. Many of our great-grandparents may have been slaves, farmers, war veterans, immigrants, or members of persecuted groups, religions, or cults. As a result, they endured poverty, oppression, trauma, violence, and systemic injustices. Hardships that have shaped not only their lives, but also the emotional and psychological patterns that have shaped our lives as well, freeing future generations. The drive to explore our ancestral history is not just an intellectual pursuit. It validates their struggles and helps us recognize the inherited patterns influencing our lives today. Research shows that parental PTSD can directly affect offspring, reinforcing the need to confront and address traumatic events from their origin. By understanding these generational imprints, we gain profound insight into our own behaviors, emotional responses, and inherited tendencies, empowering us to heal, grow, and transform. This not only benefits us, but also prevents passing on negative traits to future generations. What is the story of your ancestors? Major traumas can impact entire communities, resulting in PTSD and its epigenetic effects on the children of survivors. These also encompass systemic traumas and specific parental trauma, including civil and world wars, weather-related natural disasters, political unrest, or acts of terrorism, such as the Dutch Hunger Winter, the Holocaust, and the bombing of the World Trade Center. For instance, Jelinek, 2015, notes that systemic trauma and heritable effects of slavery continue to appear in the African American population, as well as historical trauma in the Native American community. Children of survivors are molded by the traumatic experiences of their parents, Carlson and Dallenberg, 2000, inducing intense feelings such as fear and helplessness. All famines, wars, persecutions, and mass murder, which left a deep and enduring trace in the body of the first generation, may be assumed to leave some kind of internal scar also upon successive generations. Kellerman, 2015. As a result, you may find that the traumatic experiences of your predecessors, or the beliefs they held, have affected your own life, whether you are aware of it or not. Think of it as passing on an instruction manual of multiple generations that sets the stage for the patterns of subsequent generations. Clearing our ancestral chart. If you're unsure where to begin in the PANACEA system, start by addressing unresolved issues related to your parents or primary caretakers, one individual at a time. Work through each core belief or genetic imprint before moving on, systematically repeating the process until your ancestral chart is cleared. The ultimate goal is to embody the best version of both your parents, helping you integrate the highest potential from both lineages and awaken the dormant strengths within you. This idea may feel challenging at first, but this in turn allows you to become the best version of yourself. Consider this. Each of your biological parents carries strengths, gifts, and untapped potential. By recognizing and integrating these positive qualities, you can recode your genetic patterns and unlock the vast potential that already exists within you.